What's 9 plus 10?
Is just push it around until it fully coats it.
You stupid.
The alcohol evaporates and mixes with the air
Switching off the
inside,
power
so
supply
now it's
or
extremely
removing the
flat.
laptop battery immediately cuts power. This also
that's the one.
These are secret spy glasses, and it's really easy to make. Grab an old LCD screen and cut off the polarized instantly. Then there will be left a lasting layer of glue down the screen. Now when you turn on the monitor, all you see is white. To reveal the image, simply place a polarizing layer over
This kind of force
Now
shutdown
attach
can
this
damage
polarizing
the
layer to some frames and
and in
secret
some
spy
situations,
glasses.
even affect hardware. Modern operating systems are much better at handling sudden power loss than
This
these.
is a homemade
But the
flamethrower
risk is
made with cinnamon powder.
some
Cinnamon
cases,
powder
the system
contains a
may
lot
not
of
be able
oil,
to repair
making it
itself
water
properly.
resistant.
That means if we dip our
Especially if
finger
the power's
into
cut
the
in the
water,
middle of a
it
major
should
update.
not get wet. Hey, that's still dry. But the high oil content
Restart is basically
also
the same
makes
as
it
shutdown,
super flat.
except that
So
after
we can
turning
actually
off, the
make a
computer
flamethrower
automatically turns
out of
back on.
cinnamon powder. If we
Everyone
just
knows
pour
that
some
part,
into the
but what
squeeze
many
bottle
people
here,
don't know
that's going
is
to be
that
our
there is a
flamethrower.
major
So if we
difference
just
between
take a
shutdown
lighter
and
and
restart.
squeeze our cinnamon
Starting
onto
with
it, we
Windows
should
8,
have a flamethrower.
Microsoft
It's go
introduced a
time.
feature called Fast Start. If this feature is enabled on your Windows, when you shut down the PC, the state of some settings,
Slice
drivers,
DNA
and
at home,
hardware
and it's
cables
really
is
easy.
saved to the disk.
Just grab a big
The next time you turn on the computer, Windows can
I
load
need to
faster
get this
because
banana
it skips some of the
so I can
startup
grow
checks
a
that
new
were
one
already
because mine
saved.
is too small.
But a
Put this
restart
into a
works
Ziploc
differently.
bag and
When you
feed your
restart the
banana.
computer, fast
You need
startup
to
is
make the
ignored.
extraction liquid by
Nothing
mixing
is saved
warm
for the
water,
next boot,
salt,
and
dish
Windows
soda.
performs a
Now
full
pour your
startup
extraction
process.
liquid
Because
into
of
the
this,
banana
a
sack
computer
and
will
let it sit
often
for a
take
minute.
slightly
Next, use a
longer to
funnel
start
and a
after a
coffee
restart
filter.
than after a shutdown. This is
Now we
also
can
why
add
shutting down the
sugar.
computer
Separate
doesn't
out
always
the
fix
You'll
problems,
start
such as
to
a
see
keyboard or
three
mouse
different
suddenly
layers. At the
stopping
bottom
working.
is a banana,
In
the
many
middle
cases,
is
a
alcohol,
full
and the
restart
cloudy
is
white
needed
stuff
because
on
it
top.
completely reloads
Now you
Windows
can pick
and
this
all of
up,
its
look at
drivers.
it, play with it.
Of course,
Now I
you
can
can
grow a
easily
real
disable
banana.
fast
What
startup
happens if
through
you
the
pour
control
nitrogen in
panel.
water?
We have
And
our
then choose
liquid
what the power
nitrogen
buttons do
here,
section.
negative 320 degrees. Anything it touches, it will instantly freeze. This is a
Sleep
broccoli.
is the best option if you're in the
this
middle
is
of
a
something
bread.
important and only want to leave your computer
Yummy.
off
We
for
are
a few
now
minutes or
pouring the
hours
liquid
without
nitrogen
closing any
into the
programs.
pool. This
When you
will
put your
create
computer
a
to sleep,
massive
all running
smoke
tasks are
effect.
paused exactly where they
Oh.
are, and the system
The
enters
liquid
a low
nitrogen
power state.
is sitting on
Most
top of
parts
the
of the
water.
computer
The
either
water
lose
is
power
actually
completely
considered
or
hot
switch to
to
a very
liquid
low power
nitrogen.
usage
So it's
profile.
causing the liquid
While the
nitrogen
RAM
to
remains
instantly
powered
boil
so it
and
can
then
keep
turn
all
into
of your
vapor.
data.
That looks so
After
cool.
you press the power
This
button,
is a
the
self-exploding
system
balloon.
turns
Make it.
All you
components
need
back
is
on in
Ziploc
less than
bag,
a
baking
second
soda,
and
pure
becomes
citric
ready to
acid,
use
and
again.
Vinegar. In the
This
bigger
high
bag,
speed
add a
is
1-to-1
possible
mix of
because the
baking
operating
soda
system,
and citric acid.
programs,
Shake it up a little
drivers,
bit. In the
BIOS
smaller
checks,
bag,
and
add
practically
Vinegar.
everything else
And
were
before you
already
seal
loaded
it
and
up,
preserved
add
in
some
RAM.
air. Now place the
One
smaller
important
bag
thing to
into the
remember is
bigger
that
bag.
sleep
Now
mode
when I
still
whack the
uses a
smaller
small
bag,
amount
the
of electricity.
Vinegar is going to mix
The
with
power
the
usage
citric
is
acid
very
and
low,
baking
but
soda,
it is
causing
not
a
completely
huge
zero.
chemical reaction. It's go time!
Every laptop and desktop computer has a physical power button used to turn it on. What happens if you press that button while the computer's already
This
on?
professor risks his
In
life to
Windows, the
prove a
behavior of the
scientific
power
theory.
button
But
can
what
be
is it?
customized.
So I've recreated the
You can
experiment
easily
at home
open the
to
control
test if it's
panel.
real.
It's called
Go
the
to power
conservation of
options,
mechanical
and then
energy,
open
meaning
the
If I
choose
let
what the
go
power
and give it a
buttons do
push,
section.
the weight should come
From
back
there,
further
you can
than where it
decide
started.
exactly what Windows should do.
Now
when the
that's
power
pretty
button is
dangerous.
pressed.
But if I don't
For
add an
example,
outside
it can
force like a
shut down the
push,
computer,
then the
put it to
kinetic
sleep,
energy should stay
hibernate,
the same. It
or
will
do
come back
nothing at
but
all.
not have enough energy
can also
to go
press and hold the
past
power
the
button.
initial starting point.
Holding
And
it
I'm
down
going
for
to
several
bet my
seconds
life on
performs
science.
a
If
forced
this
shutdown.
goes wrong, I'll
This
probably
works
end up
very
with a
much
few
like pulling
broken
the
teeth.
plug
It's go
and
time!
immediately stops the system. The main difference is that the
Ooh,
motherboard
science!
is controlling the
this
power
is a
on process.
magnetic foil
So the
ball,
chance
and it's
of
really
physically
easy to
damaging
make.
hardware
Steal a large
is
piece of
extremely
aluminum
low.
from your mom's drawer,
However,
then wave a
because the
magnet
operating
over
system
dirt
is
to
still
get
being
iron
stopped
filings,
without
which
a
you will
normal
use to
shutdown
fill the
process.
center of the ball. Scrunch
still
up
a
your
risk of
aluminum
data
ball,
loss.
roll it up, beat your ball hard until it's round and smooth, and use some sandpaper to smooth it
As the
out.
name
Now
suggests,
you have a
this
ball
method
of
is
steel.
best
Let's see how
for
magnetic it
Closing
really
the
is.
laptop
You can
lid
use
works
some
very
regular
much like
magnets to guide it around.
Now
In the
let's try a
control panel,
super
you can choose
magnet.
what
It's go
action the
time.
system should
Now
take
it
when
moves
the
around
system
even
is
faster,
By
and you can
default,
play
Windows
catch.
and most
Got
other
it!
operating
How are
systems
these
use
liquids
liquid
floating on
laptop
each other and not mixing. Let's recreate this experiment and find out.
At the bottom, we have maple syrup because I'm Canadian. In the middle, we'll have water. And at the top, we'll add oil.
No matter what, these liquids won't mix because they have different densities.
To show you the different densities, if we drop a nut, it will sink all the way to the bottom because it's heavier than oil, water, and syrup. But if we drop a grape, it will stay in the middle layer because it's less dense than syrup. And if we drop a bottle cap, it will float on top of the water. And lastly, if we drop a sponge, it will float right on top because it's the least dense. And after all that, we can see the difference in density between all the liquids and the objects.
This is a real-life laser beam. While it looks like something out of Star Wars, it's really easy to simulate.
So here's the setup. We have a 5 milliwatt laser. In front of it is a fan that we're able to control the speed of. And in order to see everything properly, we had to fog up the place with a fog machine. Believe it or not, this is not special effects. It's all done in camera, only because we have a perfect match between the shutter speed, the laser, and the fan speed. So now it looks like the laser beam is going through my hand. This chemical reaction looks like magic. There's no editing trick. It's purely a kinetic reaction. To make it at home, first pour 120 milliliters of water into a container. Crush your vitamin C into a fine powder. Then measure out 500 milligrams and mix it with your water. Once it's all mixed, add 12 milliliters of iodine. And you can instantly see the iodine color instantly disappear. We'll leave this aside and start mixing our second solution. Add 40 milliliters of boiling water and add 200 milligrams of cornstarch and mix it well. Now mix in another 100 milliliters of hydrogen peroxide. By now, you should be feeling like Walter White because both of our solutions are done. Now we just have to mix the two liquids back and forth, and then they should instantly change colors after a while. Whoa! This is a homemade lava lamp. All you need is baking soda, Vinegar, vegetable oil, food coloring, a tall cup, and a flashlight. First, feed thick spoons of baking soda into the cup. This is what will power our lamp. Next step is to oil up and fill up the entire cup with oil. Now in a separate glass, mix Vinegar with some food coloring. Once we pour in our Vinegar, it should start to power the lava lamp. This works because the Vinegar is reacting with baking soda, which is making the liquid bubble and circulate. Ooh, so cute. This is a homemade smoke cannon. Smoke rings look cool, but smoking is bad. So here's how to blow smoke rings safely. First, cut a water bottle near the top, since it's more solid than the squishy bottom. Next, cut off the top of a balloon. Stretch it out real good. So now you can easily wrap it around the bottle. To make smoke, put a few matches on a piece of foil and roll it up with a pencil. Fold the top of the foil and take the pencil out. So when you light the tip, smoke can only escape from one side. Our bottle is now filled with smoke. Tap the back to make smoke rings.
This is instant snow. To make it,
all you need is distilled water and sodium polyacrylate, which is found in diapers. This material can absorb 800 times its own weight in liquid. And when you add some water, it forms a snow-like structure. Now let's try on a bigger scale with more sodium polyacrylate. Oh my gosh! It's starting to look a lot like Christmas. I feel like Elsa.
it's time to experiment with something new.
We got Cook Unity. This is something new you gotta try. It's the first chef-to-you meal delivery service. They have over 70 chefs that cook all types of cuisines, from Italian to Indian. Each week, you can select from 7 different dietary filters, including vegan, paleo, and gluten-free. Meals are delivered fresh, never frozen. This is a medium steak. You usually don't get that in pre-prepared meals. And the menu rotates every week, so there's always something new to try. Subscriptions are super flexible. You can pause, skip weeks, or cancel anytime. Some meals I got this week are Mission-style chicken burrito by Jose Garces, adobo flank steak by Ainat Admoni, and the meatballs with Parmesan polenta by Lupo Lefebvre. The steak one's definitely my favorite. I love how fresh and tender the meat tastes. I love Cook Unity because all the meals are made from whole food. And the meals are cheaper than if you order takeout. If you want to try a box for yourself, go to cookunity.com/halfago50 or click the link in the description and use halfago50 at checkout for 50% off your first order. I promise you it will be worth a try.
What happens if you pour lava in water? Minecraft tells me it will make an unbreakable material called obsidian. So to test if that's true, we have to make some lava. First, heat up the furnace. Then we add the rocks and let it heat up until it turns bright orange and it will start melting.
All right, our lava is melted. Now let's get it into the pool. Oh my gosh, that looks so cool. Whoa! Let's dump the whole thing in.
It's boiling and turning into steam instantly.
Now we just have to dive down there and retrieve our obsidian. So we retrieved all of our rocks. The texture here is super interesting. You can basically break it apart just with your fingers. That means Minecraft is alive. If you want to watch more cool experiments, tap the screen right now and subscribe.